All right. Okay. So this is Hurricane Michael.
Right. I mean,
October 10th, 2018. You lost everything in your trailer. You just trying to recall. Trees tore your trailer up, and you was at Breakfast Point Academy, and also that's where you witnessed somebody being sexually assaulted and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. That's the same one, yes, sir.
Well, you would have thought if they had enough guards there, this shit couldn't have happened.
Well,
in other words, if they had cops in there, how could that happen?
See, this was a different night. This is after I left.
After they closed that down, when we all got to Arnold, they stepped up on the security. We had.
Oh yeah, can I get your name again, please?
Jeremy Robinson and Amber Robinson. But altogether, we were from 4 different shelters.
From October 10th until.
How long have y'all been married?
We've been married 10 years.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And, that's beautiful, man.
But
anyway, long story short, after FEMA denied us all assistance. After they denied us all assistance.
Please get together.
After they denied us all assistance, they turned around and told us, well, the shelter will be closing in 2 weeks. They pulled resources out of the shelter within 2 days, so there was no more FEMA, and Red Cross was leaving handful by handful.
And they told us
told us that hey, we're done. There's nothing we can do. They closed the shelter on a whim within 24 hours, and now
the people were leaving. They would give them a tent, a little wagon, 2 sleeping bags, a case of water,
and some MREs. And now, if you're caught with a tent out here, Bay County is not only asking you to move and tearing up your tent, they are arresting people.
What the fuck?
Tent that is not on their property.
They're doing what?
If it's not your own property to set your tent up on, it's considered trespassing to the point that they have the authority now. It's not just to ask you to move. They can ask you to move, but they also have the authority to tear up your tent and put you in jail.
They just tore down one at Tent City.
What the fuck?
300 people.
They had a Tent City and 300 people over on 23rd Street, and they went and shut it completely down the other day.
That's 300 more people on the street.
Northridge?
Yes.
Somewhere there.
Methodist Church?
Yes.
They shut it down?
It was 300 plus. Now,
they said it was supposed to be going on till about the 11th. It's not the 11th, if I'm not correct.
The county come and shut it down, or is in the process of shutting it down. Not quite sure of the complete process yet, because we work all the time. But now that we have no hotels to rent because of the workers, and what is not full of workers is completely damaged to the point of not being able to be.
They're not bringing FEMA cameras out.
FEMA trailers, they're not bringing FEMA trailers out. The people that are eligible for FEMA trailers, if you own your own property, to put the FEMA trailer on. And if you were eligible for TSA, because we got denied all of that.
What's TSA?
Temporary housing assistance, where they set you up in a motel for transitional housing to convert you over into long-term housing.
Motels. The motels, they would put you in a motel.
Can you wonderful couples can you? I'm gonna stay out of punching distance, okay? All right, okay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, okay?
They give her 18 months of rental assistance, right? They put her in a motel for what, a month?
They put her in a motel for 4 weeks.
As long as she was complying with all the other things.
For like Section 8 and government housing, to try to get transitional housing into a permanent living situation. That if it took longer, they would extend her TSA in the hotel. Well, she realized it was going to take about 2 weeks longer, and she confronted the front desk. They said that, oh, no problem. They were going to contact FEMA. Everything was under control. She was fine. She was set for until the 11th of this month. They kicked her out on the street the 1st with no explanation. They just said, you got to get out. FEMA did not pay any more money for her transitional housing. She's now living out of her car.
And motels that we're taking over here was $300-400 a night.
Yeah.
How much?
$300-400 a night.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What motel is $300-400 a night?
Every one of them over there.
Everyone on the beach side from
Thomas
Drive on. So they can only go up to 2 nights.
Jimmy Petronas said that it's a felony during a hurricane situation to gouge.
Well,
if that ain't fucking gouging, I don't know what the fuck is.
We got moved to the beach.
Please, get closer together.
We had a big meeting. We had somebody from FEMA, everybody, and we had from a different state. And we asked about the project gouging, and he said their state is being
investigated. To their
state attorney,
to their best ability.
Pam Bondi.
Yeah. So
we got 4 lawyers coming out now. I heard that the FEMA thing, and the FEMA thing is
But in the
Trump, I had my feeling like Trump pulled them out because of the last hurricane. They all still owe $20 billion.
$20 billion in debt with FEMA, so he's not wanting to help us.
Yeah.
So now we've got people like us that we hold down steady jobs. We work every day of the week, except for 2 days a week.
And we had to sleep. We had to
work,
work
at night, and we have to try to huddle up in our office and sleep as much as we can during the day, so we can get a little bit of rest because we have nowhere to lay our head.
Well, I'll tell you what. Anyway, yeah.
You ask. Okay. You ask, is there any hotels for rent around here? No. What was about $50, $60 a night? They've done gouged them up to $80 to $100 a night.
And I also heard that they don't want. This is called riffraff.
Right.
They don't want the riffraff, the victims of the hurricane, to be over there on the beach there.
Right after we was in Callaway, and we were walking down, and they told us to leave. The cop said, "Y'all gotta get out of here. You know, it's bad. You know." I said, "I'm not going anywhere. It's my home." He said, there was letting people get stuff out of ghost stores.
People were looting, and there was so many looters that the cops couldn't keep up with them all, so they was letting them they were stepping back, letting them get survival items like food, tissue.
Where were they looting?
Over in Callaway.
That was
grocery outlet.
Grocery outlet in Callaway.
What? You mean the grocery outlet was destroyed?
The cops couldn't do nothing about it. They said, "Well, we can't condone it, but
he said,
in case you're stealing beer and cigarettes, you know."
If we catch you walking out here with beer and cigarettes, we may not have a jail to put you in, but we have the right to beat your ass. We said go in there and get survival items like food, charcoal, paper towels, water, stuff that will help you survive, not beer and cigarettes.
And then, as far as I know, the loot.
Hold on a second. I want to see how much time.
And then it got to where
once National Guard,
I know last number killed 19 for looting.
Once National Guard come in, they declared martial law in this area of high destruction. If you were out after curfew and you looked like you were going to loot or was in the process of looting, National Guard had the right to drop you at any given moment without warning
and shoot you.
Shoot you. They killed the total of 19 people while they were here.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Did you witness any of this?
I about went to jail. I was over at Arnold, and I went to work, and I was supposed to.
Please get closer together. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I was supposed to meet my ride at 5:30. They wouldn't let me come to the news shelter neither, Arnold. So I said I can meet him at Publix.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was about 15 minutes down the road.
Rose was supposed to pick us up at 5:30. Curfew didn't lift till 6.
And I told him, I said, "Look, I gotta go work. You know, that's fine. You know," I said, "You know, they said you can't leave 6. But cops stop you. You know, whatever." I got there. They didn't ride up. My ride wasn't there, so I turned around and come back. Well, on the way back, the cop stopped me. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well," I said, I was on my way back to going to work." He said, "Going to work?" I said, "Where do you work at?" I said, "Trojan Labor." He said, "Well, how was you going to get there? Walk?" I said, "No, sir, I was waiting on a ride." He said, "A ride?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Where at?" I said, "Publix." "Where are you from? You staying at the shelter?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Why didn't you come to the shelter?" I said, "Because they just not, you know, coming out there anymore." And he said, "So you had to walk?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You realize you're
in violation of curfew?"
I said, "Sir, they turned us loose." I said, "I even talked to the cop the night before," and he said, "It'll be okay." He said, "It's okay." You know, he said, "I don't care what they say. If those cops ain't out here," he said,
from the time curfew starts until it's lifted, you better find somewhere to get.
Let me ask you something. How many days after the hurricane did this happen?
We have only been out of a shelter, and they shut the shelters down 2 weeks ago. I think it was November 22nd.
Yeah.
November 22nd. I think they
come
shut
here
it
and
down.
my buddy, I left with Maryland. I got back because I'd go with my friends for Thanksgiving, and we got them by the bus ticket. Okay, they said, "Well, we won't leave. You know, we got a bus ticket. We can get you a bus ticket." It took them 3 hours to get one, and I said, "Look, this wasn't taking the card." I said, "Well, look, there's one leaving at 5 o'clock that day."
I said, "Let us get our cash off and pay for the ticket in cash."
By the time they give us the card, we get there, the tickets are gone. So we had to sit outside in freezing degree weather
out of South of Greyhound in Fort Walton
from like 3 o'clock that evening
until
all night till 5 o'clock next day, because they refused. I said, "You know, look," I said, "if they're not gonna take it," I said, "you know, they're gonna get us Uber." I said, "We can go now. We got our stuff packed." I said, "You know, we get the card. You know, I had $800 on it. They give us for the bus ticket was $600, and we had $200.
Who gave you $800?
Red Cross.
Red Cross.
Red Cross gave you $800?
And then that's just the leave.
That was just the leave. When we left, they took our badges that you had to have to move around on the campus.
And
escorted us off the property.
And
stood there until we left the premises and said, no, once you leave, you cannot return. You will no longer be eligible for any more help with Red Cross or FEMA.
Yeah.
You were when you leave, you waive your rights for any help. I said, y'all wasn't helping me anyhow. They were telling me I couldn't work.
FEMA was like,
Please,
you was denied.
Please, thank you.
You was coming to,
ineligible for all assistance.
Yeah, that's why.
All right, continue about the lease.
The first time we appealed it,
they said we didn't have a lease. When we sent
a lease for what?
For our rental. Well, then when we provided another copy of our lease, then that wasn't good enough because it didn't provide specific dates. Because of that, they said, well, we wasn't considered eligible renters anyway because we didn't rent with money, cash. The guy was renting from, he got government benefits, and so we tried to work for rent.
They said, well, can you call the guy? I said, yeah. They called him, and they told me, he said, yeah, he stayed here. We were on the street, and
he rented us half of his trailer.
What was the address of the place where you're?
5130. 5240.
Yeah.
5240 East 11th Street, Panama City, 32404.
So in other words, East 11th Street got tore up a hell of a lot worse than here is what you're saying.
The guy's name was Harry Peterson, and he's real good guy. He took us in, real good guy. And he was looking for work, and he done clean car washes. He said, y'all got a place to stay? I said, no. Well, we was camping out in the tent, and they said that somehow he knew cops and said that they could bust the place. So he said, you can take your tent in my backyard. We did. And we worked and everything, and he paid us a piece of roof. And then he said, you stay as long as you want. He said, he's getting a trailer, and he would rent it to us. Well, then a girl that had staying with him, they kicked her out, and they let us stay in his room, right? And everything was fine until
the hurricane hit. And because we wasn't in our property, we finally got the clarification on the lease. Then it was, okay, now the issue is, we still can't help you because you wasn't there the majority of the calendar year, 6 months or longer. We had only been there a couple months.
And then they said, well, you paid to pay to the people that rented the house.
Hold on a second.